So I've been working a lot with Claude Code lately and realized sometimes I would just open it up and start building, which is great. But somewhere along the way, I've realized that I've abandoned the processes and the tools that I've relied on to manage projects, prioritize ideas, and generally keep track of everything. So the chat window is an incredible execution layer, but it's not a management layer. And that's the gap. Claude has dramatically increased my output, but my ability to organize, prioritize, and manage that work hasn't kept up. So I've been experimenting with bringing a project management tool back into my workflow. So the tool lives outside of the chat, but Claude still has the ability to populate it and update it. To validate the process, I picked a small content ops project. The app itself isn't really the point, it just gave me something real to build. For the test project, a new media asset appears in a folder, the pipeline analyzes it, generates metadata, prepares platform-specific posts, and then schedules and manages the distribution. With those requirements defined, I had Claude Code generate a PRD. Then, before writing a single line of code, I had to decompose the project into epics and tasks and build out the project board with specs for how I wanted the board managed. So things like treat each epic as a list, break every task down to 8 story points or less, keep the statuses simple, to do or complete, no such thing as in progress. Once those rules were in place, the rest of the board was generated automatically. You can see the architecture here on the left with each epic broken down into implementation tasks. From there, Claude simply worked through the backlog. As work was completed, the project board stayed in sync, and every issue, blocker, workaround, and implementation note was attached to the task where it occurred. So this is a huge time saver for me. 6 weeks from now, I don't have to remember which conversation, markdown file, or Claude memory contains the answer. I can just open up the board, find the task, and the context is already there. For me, that's the missing layer. Claude Code is where the work gets executed, but the project board becomes a system of record, and it's where everyone can stay aligned, either with your stakeholders or with your LLMs and agents.